I let it sit on my tongue too long.
Well, split my dick and call me Caitlin. Woo!
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Starting with a shot is never a good idea, but we still do it.
It's a good idea. I gotta be at class till 2 tomorrow. It's fucking great.
I've been up since 3 in the morning.
Yeah, that's insane. So last night was Monday?
Last night was Monday, yes.
Because you know what? Sunday, it's so funny that you've been PMSing too, because I've been PMSing too. Because Sunday though, I went to bed at 9:30. I got home, I went to bed at 9:30, Miss Teacher's all pissed off. I was like, fuck off, I'm going to sleep. And then I woke up at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning and I couldn't go back to sleep, you know?
Fucking, yeah, man. Fucking Leslie doing her damn homework to all hours of the night. And I woke up and I was like, man, what time is it? I was like, the living room light's still on. I was like, 3:23.
That's crazy. I can't do that. I can't, you know how the whole, the storyline goes, like the college student stays out till all hours of the night, just like 10, 11 o'clock hits, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a 50, because like, if
I don't get it now, I'm not getting it later.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, if I stay up till 3, I'm just not gonna go to class tomorrow. So, you know, I might as well just go to sleep now, get to class, and turn in what I got.
Oh man, it's just not worth it. I don't see it. But I mean, I'm not anti-school, but I'm just like,
girls are better at that shit though, to be honest. I can't do it. I know a lot of girls in my class that they're like that too. I'm like, there's no fucking way. I would just not come to class all day. I'd sleep in the whole rest of the day. It ruined my day.
You're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I've been really grouchy here lately. So if I have a lot of opinions today, I'm sorry.
No, who cares?
Who cares? You know? And so, Teach and I have to say sorry. We had a great fucking episode.
Oh, it was a good one.
Oh, it was so... Dwayne
even
came
really
on.
remember everything of it. I just remember having a good time.
Yeah, it was really good. Dwayne came over, which happy birthday, Dwayne.
Dwayne.
I was like, saw her today is his birthday. Yeah, so we fucking recorded like everything was normal. You know, we recorded some content, did a smoke break, came back, and we shot. We recorded for a good hour and a half straight. Like, it was going to be like a good meaty episode.
Yeah.
Fucking sure enough, we finished recording, all the files gone.
Yeah.
Well, there was like the first 30 minutes before the smoke break, but it was good, but it just like, I didn't feel right.
The first 20, 30 minutes of every episode is always a little like, and then like after the first smoke break or the first kind of, it really gets into it. You know?
Right.
Like, really getting comfortable and just going at it. Yeah.
So it's like, and I just didn't feel right giving you guys like just putting the tip in.
Yeah.
You know, and then not giving you the full shaft. So
yeah,
I was
we're
like,
gentlemen.
Yeah, you know, like, so sorry about that. So that's why it's been a little bit of a while since we've been recording. I know Teach has been really busy with school, trying to be respectful and mindful of that as much as I can. But I did miss you. I did miss you.
Hey, same here.
Man.
So I'm sure I've asked this before. What connection do you have with Ohio State?
My dad's from Columbus.
Oh, okay.
And Ohio State is in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay. I was like, where the fuck is Ohio coming from? And you're like...
Yeah, man.
But okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, my dad, and then his parents are from Columbus. All his family's from Ohio. Fine. All right. Sorry, just doing a little quality check, but we're A-okay on the same spot.
Okay.
Yeah, so just wanted to be on the same spot. I just don't trust my phone now. I'm just kind of like, it's just so iffy now.
So I remember one time talking with your brother at one of your parties. Your brother and his friend, I think it was his friend, unless it was your friend, but they had just got back from Ohio or something.
It's probably one of his friends. Yeah, he traveled a lot.
So they get back and we're just smoking a cigarette. And I'm just shooting the shit with them. I think I had just me and the guy and his friend. And so they were talking about Ohio. I'm like, oh, cool. And they're like, yeah, we're really gonna like move up to Ohio and live there. And right. So I was like, oh, cool. I go like, what's in Ohio? And they're like, oh, I don't know. And I kind of thought that was weird because I'm like, why are they so gung-ho about living in Ohio? And then there's like nothing to do, it sounds like. Yeah, I thought they were going to tell me like, oh, it's got like the biggest party, college station of the...
Well, yeah, I mean, you got the, Ohio State there. They're a huge party town.
Okay, so, I thought that was going to be the points that were going to be made. But so I'm thinking it's because of this fandom of the game, though, versus going...
Well... For me, yeah. My brother, he likes football, but he's more of an NFL guy. I'm like 50-50. Like I'm passionate about the Atlanta Falcons. That's
You watch
been
it
my
all,
team.
don't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I love NFL. I love college more. I think mostly because I get excited more watching college because Ohio State actually wins games as opposed to the Atlanta Falcons who fuck up everything. And that's always been my NFL team since Mike Vick. This fucking. But my brother's never been really crazy about college football or like Ohio State like me and my dad are. And I think over the years, because when I was growing up, I was never a sports guy. And, you know, my brother actually played football. Because I always tried out for basketball, but I never made it because of my grades. Like, I would always, like, make it through the auditions. I would always make it through the tryouts to that last one. And the coach would be like, Claire, nope. Like, you know, you're failing a class or you have a D, whatever. You don't have the GPA. So it was like, it wasn't bad in basketball. I just never got
I
to...
would not have taken you as a student that had a GPA problem. To be
Oh,
honest.
no. I was terrible in school. I slacked
interesting.
off. I just didn't give a fuck. And I was like, whatever.
Because you don't come off as a slacker either, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't know. Just like school, I didn't really care. It was just like, I would turn in my assignments, but if they would be like, oh, you're missing this, I'd be like, did I turn it in? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, then fucking grade it. Like, give me the grade, whatever I got.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Because I'm just like, school's
you have to be
important.
passionate about it.
Yeah, it's just like, I was like fucking drawing triangles, you know, coloring the skeleton, you know, in the fucking journal for anatomy. Oh, I'm gonna get really far with this.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck off. So I'm just like, whatever. Like, I don't know if I told this, but I didn't know I was graduating high school until the day of graduation.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my fucking anatomy teacher.
Came down to that, huh?
Yeah, my anatomy teacher, because I failed the class pretty much for the semester, and so I had to do some stupid ass makeup project. And she called me the morning of graduation and was like, hey, just want to let you know you did pass my class. I posted your grades and everything so you could walk the stage today. And I was like...
Did you go down there?
Was that?
Did you go down on her?
No.
Is that way?
God, no.
Is that how
No,
you
she was
passed?
some butch chick. Fucking... But I remember telling her, I was like, okay, cool, I'm listening to the Black Sabbath album, and I hung up on her. Because that was the same... the day of graduation was the same day that Black Sabbath's 13 album came out. And I was like, whatever. I was more concerned. I was like, I have to get it. I have to get the album. I didn't even give a fuck about graduation.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's high school David. And that was high school David. I was constantly going to the principal's office. I was always yeah.
I was a good student all through school, probably until high school. And then even then I wasn't like a disrespectful kid at all. I started not going to class a lot, and that was, but I was never in... I always knew I was going to graduate.
I always skipped a lot, but I always skipped right to that cusp where I wouldn't have to do attendance recovery.
See, I did a lot of attendance recovery.
See, and I was like...
I always had to do attendance recovery, but my grades were always good. It was always just the attendance.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fucking... Yeah, man. I don't know. Just don't care.
I'm the same way now, though. I still skip a lot of classes. In the middle. And, you know, the beginning and the end, I'm really about it. But in the middle, I start to... It feels so great.
Right around
just
lunchtime.
Like, oh, you can't really tell. Like, and at the end of the semester, like, fuck, why did I skip so much in those few months?
I don't know, man. There's, like, I have very few people from my high school on, social media and stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know. To me, it still seems like high school is their glory days.
For who?
For, like, the people I have from high school, on
sure.
social media. I'm just
Yeah.
I don't know, they still act the same way, and I'm just like, I don't know. Just, like, grow up.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I've
want to get
deleted a
so...
lot.
I was like, oh, I want to get so high this weekend. Grow up. The fuck? Get a job, you bum.
Mine all have kids, and I just can't look at that.
I only have a couple friends that have kids. I don't have a lot,
All of
surprisingly.
my friends, I think, have kids right now. And I only delete them, not because I don't like seeing the kid, I hate getting bombarded with 25 photos of the same fucking, this pose. It's like, why do you need 20 pictures of you and your kid just smiling at the camera the same way?
And that's what I'm getting sick of Snapchat. I have a couple people on Snapchat that have kids, and all they fucking do is post my blessing, my angel.
Yeah.
And there needs to be a limit on Snapchat.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't even post that much on Snapchat, and Teach posts way less than I do.
On Snapchat?
Yeah, on Snapchat.
I don't even post. I don't even have the app right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was like, so if anybody, because I barely post, but if everybody would think that I post a lot, I was like, then Teach is definitely a ghost. He is the Snapchat ghost. Fucking, He watches but doesn't do nothing.
Barely.
Fucking yeah, right. Fucking, I'm just like, oh, there. Some people just need a fucking Snapchat. Like Snapchat needs to say,
Yeah.
you quit posting this ugly ass kid.
Yeah.
Oh, because there's one person I have on Snapchat that just fucking, they have the ugliest son in the world. Fucking, and I'm just like, oh my god. And I just don't get it because they have a daughter, you know, the older sister, beautiful, cute little girl, a sweet little baby, and then the fucking son. I'm like,
sometimes it be like that.
Oh, sometimes it do be like that.
Yeah, it really do.
But in this case, it be like that all the time.
I have one friend like that too, but now it's kind of cute because it's so ugly. It's cute, but I'll scroll past it and I'll go, "Oh my god, that baby's just ugly." Like you know, you don't want to say that, but like that is just an ugly baby. And I'll even go to Miss Teacher and go, "Babe, I know all babies are cute, but like it's ugly." Or she's like, "Yeah, it's so ugly." That's what makes it kind of cute, though.
No,
and then I'm like, you know what? It kind of is cute because it's so fucking ugly.
That's because she's your wife. You have to agree with your wife.
No,
yeah, she is kind of cute.
No, I think when you look at it in that sense, I don't know. I'm like, but they're cute now because they're miniature, but they're
gonna have
12.
a rough childhood.
Wait till they're 12, it's gonna be really fucked up.
Yeah,
and then it's just gonna get worse from there. It might alleviate in the 20s, but then it'll just go right back.
That's why I'm like, for my kid, like, out of respect, like, I'm gonna probably delete my social medias once I start, once the kid's born. It's just because I'm not gonna post my fucking kid, because that's what I'm like.
There's new territory, that's sure.
I'm like, kids shouldn't be posted on fucking social media. I'm gonna say it. I know a lot of people will be like, well, no, that's not, that's part of me. My social media is my life. That's my life, my kid. I'm like, yeah, but you don't know which one of your friends are fucking perverts.
That's very
You
true.
don't, you're like, yeah, you're posting very cute, summer pic at the beach. There's probably some guy going, oh, fuck yeah.
That happens a lot, too, with, like, abductions and shit, I've heard.
Yeah, and it's, it's ugly, It's like, oh, my kid goes to this school, and, like, if you tag your location, and this and that, it's dude, school. It's like, someone's gonna fucking, oh, I'm so-and-so's friend from, I'm their primo, I'm their, tio, whatever. It's like, they're gonna fucking take your kid, and because your kid, let's say your kid does know the person, oh, yeah, I know them. It's like, boom, you just got away with kidnapping
that
your
scenario
kid.
you just gave, probably, the person, if they don't know he's a pervert, I guess the person would know where they live or go to school anyways.
Right.
The schools actually, and nowadays, it's fucking hard to get into. Have you been to, when's the last time you've been to an elementary school?
In elementary school? Shit, probably not since my sister was elementary. Probably like 2008.
So even myself, I hadn't been to one since I was in elementary school, right? And the doors locked. The doors are locked, right? The office is right in there. You cannot get in unless someone buzzes you in. Everything's, and if you're not on the list, you are not on the list. Like, if you're the dad, but you're not in a relationship with the mom, and the mom's the only one that's been at the school, you're not on the list, Dad. Sorry, you cannot
That's
get
fucking. I like that though.
No,
that's fucking
and it's
brutal.
because of the social media. Who knows? Blah blah blah. But this person, anyways. But the aspect too, it's like it's new territory with the social media and the kid pics because for us, even our generation. A kid pic of us is when our parents, like that anomaly that they find one and then post a picture of that picture, right? Versus now, the generation before us, I mean, they're going to have their whole life on social media already.
Yeah, and I don't like that. And and I have a lot of friends that post their kids nonstop on social media, and I'm just like, I don't know, I just don't agree with it. Like, whenever, like, probably the second Leslie says, like, hey, I'm pregnant, I'm deleting all my social media.
Really?
That will probably be the end of who cares and whatnot. Because I'm just like, I have a kid. I don't want my...
Well, the who cares I can see, this stuff. But just having a Facebook, though.
I'm like, there's no point to it. Because, I don't know. I just don't... Yeah. I don't... I love the memes.
But you don't have to post your kid, though.
You
don't have to post about your kid.
I just wouldn't have it all together.
You'd be like, I'll be with my baby.
Yeah, like
every time I go to the toilet, I'll just bring my kid. Fuck Facebook. I don't need Facebook.
Like,
I have two friends with babies right now, and one friend, you know them both. One friend, you would not even think she had a kid sometimes because you don't see her post about it. Yeah, and to a fault, I bet you people think that she's not very active with the kid because of what you see on Facebook about her. But to be honest, she's much more involved with the kid than she is with like all the other stuff that she posts about. It's just that's all she posts, so it looks like. But really, she's always doing stuff with the kid. She just doesn't feel the need to post, which I think is great. And me being on the inside, I can see that. on the outside, I bet you there's a lot of people that probably think, damn, this bitch never sees a kid. Like, where is the kid, right? On the flip side, there's another person, you know her. She has a kid. She's constantly posting about the kid. And it's funny because it's all an act, though. She's good with the kid. She loves the kid. That's fine. But it's all like, oh, mommy this and that day. Mommy this and that day. Gotta clean up. But the place is always a mess. They never any food. You know, it's all just like this facade of like the perfect mom. And that's my life. But really, it's nothing, you know.
I don't know. Mostly because it's like, when I see people's kids, I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about them. And I'm just like, and I'm pretty sure people are going to see my kid and be like, yeah, fuck that guy. And it's like, fuck him and his kid. So I'm just going to be like, and plus, I don't know, and it's like, I don't know, like, because with my baby, with Leslie and I's baby, it's either going to go one of two ways. We're either going to have the most adorable, super fucking cutest baby in the world, or the baby is going to be the ugliest pile of shit.
I think that's everyone's risk, though. I mean,
not necessarily. Some people could just have a normal looking baby.
Oh, you don't think you're gonna have a meh baby?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have just an in the middle. It's gonna be one or the other. Like, there's not gonna be just like this is just a baby. Like, it's either gonna be like, I need to touch that baby right now. I need to like be in that baby's presence, or it's gonna be like, I'm fucking killing this thing for you, like,
oh my God,
as my gift. It's like, you know.
Wow. That's funny that you think that, though. Like,
it's like and Leslie is like, oh, I can't wait to do like the gender reveal videos, and you know, I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm like, that's nobody's business. I'm like,
gender reveal bullshit.
Fuck, if you've had a Facebook gender reveal video, fuck you and fuck your whole family. It's like, it's just terrible.
I can see in the beginning when it came out because it was just something different, but now it's just become like. The same friend, she like was so mad that she didn't do a gender reveal. She had to do like this whole other party for it. Like, I was like, what? Like, why? That's not even a thing. Was it you that posted the one that was like, here's an idea for a gender reveal party. You go to the doctor's husband. And
yeah, it was me.
And that's it. And like, shut the fuck up on media about it. Like, yeah,
the best. It was like gender reveal, gender reveal idea of the century.
Yeah.
Go to the doctor with your partner. Have them tell you the gender. Mm-hmm. You and your wife you and your partner celebrate. Mm-hmm. You go home and have a good day.
Because before you knew the gender, and then you had a baby shower, and the baby shower was themed. Whatever the gender was, right? Like, that was just it. That was how you did it.
Well, see, like,
now it's two parties. Now it's a fucking gender reveal and then a baby shower too. And
not even that. I've even seen some cases where it's like they fucking have parties for the fucking sonogram. You know, and they do a sonogram reveal. And I'm like, who the fuck?
It's
like,
really a kid.
Yeah, it's like, shit, I'm not just full. Like I'm
it's
having
a downy.
Oh, I gotta choose that one. That was good. Oh. Hey, you guys. Fucking. Oh, man, that's hilarious. No, like, now, I'm not opposed to a gender reveal party altogether. I'm opposed to fucking posting it on social media. Because I'm a big wrestling fan, and, you know, Leslie's gone into wrestling since being with me. So, the kind of idea that her and her mom came up with is that, you know, they do a gender reveal, you know, they get a box, or they you know, they get a box or a case or whatever, and then, like, everyone's outside, we're waiting and whatnot, and, like, someone, like, will be waiting inside, and we kind of have it wrestling themed. So, you know, everyone's kind of there, and then, like, a theme song will start. And, like, if it's a boy theme song, you're having a boy, and, like, someone will come out with the WWE Championship, you know, and if it's a girl, you know, a girl's theme song comes on, they come out with the Women's Championship.
She got you. She knew exactly how to play you. Dude.
Yeah. So I was like, if we do a party like that, and I was like, but it has to be an actual fucking authentic WWE belt, like one of the $800, $900 belts.
I was just going to say, I saw one of those.
I was like, it has to be a real one. None of these fucking Walmart shit. Like, fucking... You know, where I can't even strap it on myself. Yeah, it's like, I want a real thing.
It's for the baby, David.
No, it's for fucking me. It's for coming in my wife.
You want the belt? You don't even
I want the belt. I want the fucking belt. Well, I mean, if it's a women's belt, it's going to go to Leslie. I'm not going to be fucking... I'm not some fairy going to be wearing a red and white belt.
I bet you do.
Ah, man.
I don't know. I don't think it's that... I don't think it's that important. The gender reveal. It's like you go to the doctor. It's a boy. It's a girl. Like, you plan to get blue or pink for your baby shower.
My parents didn't even know what they were having until I was born. When I was born, yeah, it was like when I was born, I was their first kid. They were just like, you know what? Let's just wait. So I was born and popped out my little pecker, and they're like, yeah, it's a boy.
That's rough though, because nowadays, I mean, all your friends get you shit so that you're ready for it. So clothes and stuff. If half of if everyone's getting you, oh, maybe this is for if it's a boy, and this is for if it's a girl. Like you have to get rid of.
Why can't I wear both?
I mean, you could.
I was like, just because I have a dick and balls doesn't mean I'm a boy. I don't know what I want yet.
Oh, let's not get into that.
Right? No, it's fine.
I'm gonna like my response.
I was like, I made a reference to that. No, I'm saying it right now because I'm being in savage mode. If you have a dick and balls, you're a boy. If you have a vagina, you're a girl.
Yeah. Well, I agree with transgender belief system and all that. I think it's valid. The farther it's getting though, the line is going. Like, I saw a thing today about calling them babies instead of babies.
Oh, I've seen that. Oh my god.
And to me, it's funny because I still see merit in what they're trying to do. They're trying to say you don't have to put any stigma. Blah. I get that, but at the same time, they're born biologically boy or girl, and then they get to make the decision later if they want to, and that's fine and well too. But right now they have no idea. Like they don't have no idea, and
there's no need to confuse them.
And even if it's the boy and the girl, I don't even need to say confused. You get dressed in shit you don't want to be dressed in all the time, regardless. I mean, Miss Teach, my sister, myself, all have fucking pictures of us wearing goofy ass clothes, boy or girl. So it happens either way. So if you decide to transition because you're born male, become female, and the whole time all your baby pictures are in boy clothes, congratulations, you're like everyone else. We all hate our fucking baby pictures. So it's fine. Like,
right.
No need to do anything about the baby stuff. And and I'm not saying that as a spite towards the transgender community either. But see how I play both sides? I'm always in the middle.
I see you.
Try to get me to take a side, it never will.
Speaking of taking sides, so
I won't do it. Stop right now.
Stop! I'm sorry. No. Do you agree that Rudolph is probably the most problematic Christmas thing in the world? Did you see this fucking thing?
We're getting into it. Okay.
Did you see this?
Yeah, it's the same thing with the baby. It's cold outside.
That's
and that's been a thing for a while. It's context. It's problematic nowadays. That stuff wouldn't air now just because they're more sensitive to that type of stuff. Okay, but for the time, it's for that time. It's in the past, like. For the time, even I was watching that earlier, and it was like, even within that time, that the dad's being a dick. That Santa Claus is being a dick. That they're all being dicks, and the point is like, it doesn't matter. You still get to prosper.
Right.
That's the point. Nowadays, we can look at it and dissect and be all, well, they're exploiting. You're just whatever is only good if you can exploit it. Capitalist.
Right.
Roughly.
And this video, the same video that was posted out by the Huffington or the Huff Post. They fucking said that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is racist. And I'm like, they're all fucking reindeer. How are they racist?
What was the racist part?
That's what it never explained. It says, Clarice's dad is a bigot. Now there's one thing I want to make very plain. No doubt of minds. You see with a red-nosed reindeer.
Yeah. That is racist implications. That's... Because that plays to a... Yeah, what does it make you think of? And we're not reindeer, so where have you heard that? A dad saying that to a girl?
A red nose? No, I've never heard of a red nose.
They're not take out red nose and just say, no daughter of mine is going to be dating a blank. What do you think of right now? Right off the bat.
Jew is what popped up in my mind.
Really? That's what you hear mostly? That's what a lot... No, it's black guys. No girl of mine is going to date a black guy. And the connotation is that the overprotective father. And that's all well and good. I mean, the thing is that this isn't now. So there's no reason to attack it. Because it wasn't made now. It was made back then when... And they're saying it's not okay either.
I don't see nothing wrong with Rudolph. It's, he's bullied. He's told...
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
He's told, don't be yourself. But Santa's like, wait, no. You need to be yourself because you were born with this gift. Like, he's not being exploited.
Yeah.
I'm just like, people need to find things to fucking nitpick.
The point of the red nose and leading the sleigh is more just he found something that he was able to utilize, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I always took from it as a kid. And now you can spin it in that other sense, but really, it's not. It's not.
Like, because what is Santa gaining? Spreading joy to the children?
Right.
It's like, I wasn't going to be able to go deliver the toys because of the snowstorm. Wait, Rudolph has a big nose. Rudolph, do you want to help me spread joy to the world?
Yeah.
Thank you, Rudolph. I'm doing this for free.
So here's the thing. There's honestly nothing wrong with it. I love the movie.
I watch it every year.
All of those.
I love Rudolph.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I love those movies. I used to watch them every year. my kids will watch them if I have them or whatever. Right? I'm not gonna keep them from it. At the same time, yeah, if that movie came out now, I'd probably be kind of like, damn, this is crazy. Like,
No.
I probably still wouldn't be like, won't let my kid watch it, but I'd be like, they're talking about black people. Like, they're talking about black people. Did you see that? Like,
I don't know.
You
I
know,
still think that's looking too much into it.
I mean,
I don't know. I've never seen anything wrong. I still love it.
It's
Yukon.
great.
I love Yukon Cornelius.
To be honest,
Nothing.
yeah. To be honest, in my head, the movie, whatever cartoon, at the time, it's still pointing to the reason why they're bad, though. Like, this is why it's wrong. Like, the dad saying that, it was like, oh, you can't do that to Rudolph just because he has a red nose. Like, the dad saying that she can't hang out with him is bad. We all get that. That's bad to do that. Like, right? No matter what it was implied, like, that we all realized that was the wrong case, so...
Man, I don't know. Fuck the Huffington Post. I was like,
yeah, it's too much. Why? Yeah, that's a waste of energy.
such nonsense.
To be upset about
Such
that.
nonsense.
Yeah.
I don't know. And speaking of nonsense, I'm very offended, by the way, by fucking Apple Maps. So if you have a modern smartphone nowadays, fucking if it detects that you do a typical routine, it'll kind of tell you like, hey, so every morning for work, and it's like, hey, traffic's pretty light on your way to work.
But you go every night, huh?
Not every night, but I do go most late nights. So Teach is kind of jumping ahead of me here. So this past Friday night, Leslie's out late. She's doing work. She's with a sorority. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm at home by myself. I'm hungry. I'm tired of waiting for Leslie. I'm gonna go grab I'm gonna grab a late dinner. So I was like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's, cheap and easy, like me. And so as I get into the car, I'm kind of walking down. I was like, you know what? I kind of want Whataburger. You know, like I'm kind of, you know what? Now thinking about it, Whataburger would be more filling. You know, like I'm gonna go to Whataburger. Pulling out of the parking spot, you turn fucking, and I have a little stand for my iPhone. Put it on there, so it lights up. 7 minutes to Whataburger. Take medical drive. Traffic is light. And I was like, wow.
I can't believe you were excited.
Wow. No, fuck you, iPhone.
What? You wanted Whataburger. It literally, you love iPhone because it has these fucking capabilities. And now you're mad at
I
it?
don't like iPhone because of that. I don't like being told, like, hey, you're going here? Yeah, take this.
Why not?
That's fucking creepy. I was like, what the fuck? And then it's like, hey, but what tells me about this is like, hey, it's about 9:30 at night. He's in his car driving. Oh, he's going to Whataburger, the fat ass.
But they were right.
Well, the phone didn't know that because I said it in my head.
But they were right.
But I went to fucking McDonald's. I was like, fuck
but
you,
you
phone.
were going to go to Whataburger.
I was thinking about it. So I'm like, damn.
You would have, too, if it didn't.
If it didn't tell me that, I would have. But it
See?
told me that. It exposed me. That's fucked up, man.
That's awesome.
That was fucked up,
That's
iPhone.
great.
Oh my god, that was horrible.
It's a great feature.
Your phone doesn't do that? Or you?
No, well, so I got an LG now, and it does kind of suck, but I mean, it has the face recognition and the fingerprint thing, which is kind of cool because I never had that with the Samsung. But like, it doesn't have all the emojis. Like, even Samsung didn't have a lot of the new Apple emojis, but LG has even less. It has ones that Samsung didn't have, so that's kind of shitty. Like, it doesn't have any of the guy ones. You know how the girls like this, or like the X, or the hand. It doesn't have any of the guy ones, just the girl ones. Which kind of sucks, 'cause those are like main
Because
emojis.
Samsung is for chicks.
No, Samsung had them. LG doesn't have them.
Oh, LG is for
LG
chicks.
is for chicks. And they're both fucking Korean, which is, a real slap in the face. Support your country. What the hell?
Right.
But I like it. Where's I going with that? Oh, yeah. But my Samsung used to, in the morning, like when I used to get mad because if I didn't go to work. So when I would go to work, I didn't notice it, I guess. But when I would like skip work or call in to be like, 20 minutes to work. It'd be like an hour into like, my phone's kind of like, what the fuck? And I go, yeah, I called in, phone. Like, I'm fucking hungover.
I dialed with you.
Back.
You saw me call in.
Get off my fucking back.
Guilt tripping you.
Yeah, big time. So I remember that. I didn't like.
Can you
shit.
afford this day off?
Right. Yeah. Phone bill due also. 20 minutes to work. Teach.
Right. Fucking. It's time to pay up.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking. And speaking of paying up, Premium Snapchat. Have you heard of Premium Snapchat?
I
know kind of what it is?
Okay, I know where we're going with this. I didn't know. Yeah, I don't know Premium Snapchat wholly. I know what it's used for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is that the only reason why?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, Premium Snapchat, for those of you who don't know, a chick or a guy will just create a Snapchat account, all right, whatever, and will charge people to give them their Snapchat info. Because typically what they're going to use this Snapchat is to post nudes and dirty videos and this and that.
Which is just ridiculous because there's so much porn out there.
Yeah, I'm like...
If you're paying for it, there's just...
It's like... Yeah, okay, maybe like the premium Snapchat, it's like, oh, I really think this chick is hot, or this guy. You know, it's like, damn, I really want to see what they got. I want to see them naked, this and that. And it's like, you're going to pay money. It's like, just fucking... Just don't do it. I don't know. I just don't see the purpose of it. So, but it's become a common trend. Doing cam girls, guys, and premium Snapchat and these Patreon accounts where they, you know, post specific photos from themselves for paying members. I don't know. And it's just like, I think this is something that would have been very popular like 10 years ago. You know, when people still paid for Pornhub Premium, YouPorn, and that kind of stuff.
You get specific, like a fan.
Exactly. It's like, you know, like you would really go out for it. Oh, sorry. Play footsies there. But it's just like...
pay a subscription for that?
Yeah, for that foot touch. That was a little preview. But it's like, there's just no need for it. Because it's like, damn, like... Teach, I think you're super hot. I want to see your dick.
This is true.
$10, you know, for my Snapchat. And I'll be like, you know what? Fine. I'm going to look up Mexican man cock. And I'm going to, you know, and I'm going to like, let me picture Teach's face on this.
Most of these girls probably are porn stars, no?
Actually, I have a couple. Well, I shouldn't say a couple. I have one that has a premium Snapchat. And she's not a porn star. She just...
Wait, say this again?
I know someone that I have on social media that, you know, has a premium Snapchat.
I see.
And, you know, and they're always posting pictures from time to time. I'm just like...
Meanwhile, you can go on Pornhub and not the specific one, but look up premium Snapchats on Pornhub. And I don't know if this is an early segue, but Tumblr.
Yeah,
Tumblr also can do that until the 15th.
Yeah, until towards the middle of the month.
Yeah,
and you know, and Tumblr used to have a gold mine of porn.
I just jerked off to Tumblr this morning. Like,
it's like because
so
you know,
sad.
Like, there's so many horny people on Tumblr. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's a doctored, you know, site of what you like. You know?
It's for fucking
very specific.
blogs. They're blogs.
Yeah.
So fucking, it's like, you know, and it's crazy. And I know a lot.
I've never used Tumblr for blogs.
Excuse me.
I've never...
I mean, what man would?
I've never read a blog on Tumblr.
You know, once I figured out... Because I had the girlfriend I dated in high school, she had a Tumblr, and she was all about Tumblr. And then one time
I've never known anyone that was about Tumblr either.
Yeah, this chick was. And so one day she's showing me her shit, and then, like, she's showing me her timeline, or her feed or whatever, and I'm like, whoa. I was like, whoa. Really? I was like, those people are doing it. I was like, this is a porn website? No, but people post that kind of stuff. I was like, okay. So as soon as I got home, I was Tumblr.com. I was like, oh my god, this is cool. I don't gotta clear my history. So fucking, it's like, it's brutal. And you know, but I read a post when they were talking about Tumblr getting rid of porn. Apparently there's people on there that have premium Snapchats or like started in the porn industry and that started on Tumblr.com. You know, that started posting their lewd artwork and this and that. You know, and then they made it successful off of that. So the same chick that fucking has her own premium Snapchat was retweeting shit saying like, like this is, you know, artists are going to have to start over from scratch now and this and that.
It really does suck.
I think it's funny though because Rise Up Kings do the right thing because they started reporting premium Snapchats to the IRS.
Oh.
As unclaimed income, they're just getting money and they're not getting taxed for it. I think that's fucking hilarious.
If it's through a site though, like Snapchat, how are they not getting taxed through it? It's still through a corporation.
Well, they're not getting money from Snapchat.
Yeah, but
people are just giving them money.
Oh, I see. Like they're like a contract.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
so they would need to. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, so people are reporting people to the IRS, like, so men, like,
I
salty,
saw this.
bitter men are, like, reporting women to the IRS for then, like, in these, and the IRS is cracking down on it, and so it's like they're even, I don't know if it's true, but I saw a lot of posts that apparently, like, for doing a tip or whatever, like, you get a percentage of something, you get some type of, like, little reward or whatever for reporting tax evasion, and I'm like, god damn, I was like, man, so it's like, and then, that same chick was posting shit, like, the people doing reporting the premium Snapchats have nothing better to do but hurting the sex worker industry and this and that. I'm like, yeah, don't put a label on it, you don't want to go get a real job, you just want to send pictures of your tits, like, let's calm down now.
Yeah,
like,
if
let's
people
calm
wanted to see
down.
my tits, I'd send them if I could make money off it. I'm like, good for them. I won't pay for that though because I go to Pornhub. So.
Right. It's like,
I'm not an idiot, but there's plenty of them out there, and good for you for exploiting them because that's what America's about. Like,
that's what America. This is America.
Yeah,
Give me your Snapchat. Give me the snap. Fucking.
Exactly.
Oh man, and look at this. So I have a bone to pick with Teach here.
Oh.
Cause I had to go screenshot my own groomsmen photos.
Oh.
I didn't get tagged in nothing.
Hey, first of all, I didn't tag anyone.
No, I saw some people were tagged in
Facebook
stuff.
Facebook did it for us.
Damn. Well, I guess
swear to God.
I'm too fat for fucking Facebook because it didn't recognize
Do you
me.
have beards in your photo? It doesn't recognize.
Yeah, I have beards in my photo. I've had a beard the whole time I've had Facebook.
I'm not Facebook. I don't know, but it took like 5 hours to upload all those pictures.
Oh no! Yeah.
So Mrs. Teach, when she uploaded them, right? She got them on at 6 o'clock, and 11 o'clock they were finishing up to publish, right?
Yeah.
It took forever because every photo it'd come up with 4 or 5 tags because they would find the faces, right? So my bad. I mean,
no, you're fine.
I didn't look for anyone else's, to be honest.
No, you're good. No, I was just like, oh, cool, the photos are up.
Yeah.
And so
I have no idea what's so fucking funny there. Honestly,
I'm just looking at you. I'm just
I've never. Yeah, you and Leslie were fighting, I think.
Yeah, no, we were fighting. She didn't want to dance or nothing, and she was all in one of her moods.
Yeah.
So I'm just. This is a broken man. This is the look of a broken man right now.
This is David going, God, what is Teach? How did he figure it out to be just happy?
It's like this motherfucker is just here. How dare this motherfucker
Live
enjoy
his
his
life.
wedding?
Yeah.
It's like I can't even fucking drink. I still have the shits from drinking the night before. Like that's a broken.
Like, Clerks there, to be honest.
Dante and Randall.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, no,
Right?
yeah, it's funny. No, but no, it was such a great time. It was such a beautiful wedding.
It was.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was a good time.
So gorgeous, so gorgeous.
We're gonna do it again in about 40 years.
40 years.
Yeah. Sounds
Fucking
about right.
the vow ceremony or whatever.
Yeah.
Or the vow renewal, whatever you call it. Oh yeah, look, they're making Scrubs pops.
That's awesome. So yeah, I would buy those.
Yeah, see, hold on, they got another one.
I'd want a Mr. Cox.
They do. They have Dr. Cox.
Yeah, Dr. Cox, but
There you go.
that's perfect.
And Zach Braff, when they announced it, Zach Braff was taking to Twitter. He did Eagle
Oh, that's
with
awesome.
the pops, and then he did the World's Giant Doctor.
That's awesome.
I
That's so cool. Now
fucking love Zach Braff. I love Zach Braff so much. He's me. He's my idol.
Do you have Scrubs on your Oh, you don't, right?
Well, I have all. Well, my parents have all
Right.
the seasons.
But you don't have it on your Vudu?
Not on Vudu. No, I do not.
How do you get it on Vudu? You need a code, right?
Yeah, I would have to buy it on Vudu.
Oh. I thought you just needed the DVDs, though. I thought when you bought a DVD, you could upload it to...
Well, if it comes with a digital
If it
code.
comes with the digital
I was like, but those came out on DVD way before the digital codes.
I see.
Sorry, my car's a mess. You can just toss those in the back. Just fucking frogs on a car seat. Oh, man. Fucking... Yeah. That's my life right now. I've just been I don't know. I've just been in a funk.
It's the time of year, though. It's the end of the year. Everything's kind of coming to a close, to a stop.
I don't even know if it's that. I'm just like, I'm ready for the fucking year to be over.
It is. It is. That's what
I got so much shit going on in 2019. I can't wait. I have fucking WWE in January. I got fucking Alabama, the band, and possibly Sammy Hagar in February. I also got Cannibal Corpse in February. And I got EDC in May. I possibly have Judas Priest in August.
Jesus.
And then in September, I'm going to see Iron Maiden and then Kiss just a week apart from each other.
So, I thought you
fucking
didn't
pumped.
like Kiss.
I do like Kiss, but it's Kiss is a guilty pleasure because I really enjoyed them when I was really young, like getting into rock and everything. But then it's like figuring out they're just greedy little Jews with their money and everything. It's like, so I was kind of like, I kind of lost respect for them. But then when I saw them live in concert, and because like I saw, like, my dad had the Kiss Live DVDs, he had the fucking Kiss collections. So it was just kind of like, man, okay, like, they put on a great fucking show. And then I saw them in concert with Motley Crue opening up for them, and I was just like, yeah, that was a badass fucking show. Like, the energy was so good. I love Paul Stanley. Like, they make good music. And so it's like, yeah, you know what? And plus, this is their farewell tour. Back in 2012. Yeah, in 2012, we did the same thing where we saw Kiss and Iron Maiden in the same month. So it's kind of cool that we're going to be seeing both bands again in the same month, me, my brother, and my dad. And the funny thing is, because when Iron Maiden tickets went on sale, they went on sale the week I didn't get paid. So my dad was like, don't worry about it, I bought his tickets. Dad, are you sure I can pay you back? No, don't worry about it, I bought tickets. Okay. 2 weeks later, Kiss announced they're coming to San Antonio. My dad buys tickets right off the bat. My dad nearly dropped $1,000 for 6 tickets for both of these concerts. Yeah. Iron Maiden was like $490 something, and then Kiss was $505 for all 3 tickets. And we're sitting in the same exact section. Iron Maiden were a little bit closer.
It's you, your dad, your brother?
Yeah. And so Iron Maiden were a little bit closer. I think we're like row 8 or 9. And then for Kiss, we're row 25. But both sections 108. So I was just like, huge shout out to my dad for taking care of that. And I even posted about that. I posted it on Facebook. And I had one of my fucking cousins comment and say
this.
Yeah. So one of my fucking cousins comes up there and says, I bought tickets for my family or for my parents, and puts that little smug smirking emoji.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, the fuck? So I was like, yeah, that's cool. I was like, I wish I didn't have rent so I could do the same thing. I was like, what the fuck? I was like...
Who is she?
Just my cousin.
Oh, okay.
Cousin on my mom's side. I'm just like, the fuck? Like, why do you have to...
Does she, live on her own and all that?
No.
Oh, okay.
She lives with her parents.
How old is she?
I think she's 19 or 20.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just like...
Well, that's great. I mean, that's what I got from your comment. I was like, yeah, because you got fucking rent to pay.
It was like, you fucking live with your parents, and I was like, I know they can't fucking afford it.
Me and some other guy laughed at that comment.
Yeah, thank you guys. It boosted my, it made me feel cool about my, fucking thing. Hold on here. Hold on, just want to make sure we're still recording. And we are. Okay, cool. I was like, phone kind of went weird there. But yeah, I was just like, fuck off. I was like,
yeah.
I really wish I could.
I fucking hate family, dude.
I was like, I wish I could fucking buy tickets for my dad. And my dad was joking around with me. He was like, oh, mom said I can't buy tickets because I already bought Iron Maiden tickets. And I was like, shit, okay. I was like, fuck. And I know this, because the concert's already sold out. Like, it's already done. So I was like, shit. I was like, I get paid next week. Oh, it's my rent check. And I was like, I don't know how much tickets are going to be. Fuck, and I want to take my, I want to take my dad. I'm going to have to buy tickets for my brother too. I was like, because I know my brother will get mad if he doesn't go. So I was just like, fuck. I was like, that's going to be so expensive. I can buy them, but it's going to be like my whole paycheck. I'm not going to have anything. And, and so I'm kind of just like, and so, because my dad was saying, he's like, no, I'm not buying them. So I was like, okay, I got us. And my dad was like, I'm just kidding. I already bought the tickets. And he sent me a screenshot of the confirmation. I was just like, Dad, you can't scare me like that. I was like, oh my God. So I'm very grateful, that my dad did that. And I even called him that night and I was like, hey, if you need me to pay back the ticket, I can, Dad. Let me know what my half is and I'll pay it. And he was like, no, why? And I told him what happened. He was just like, there's nothing to feel bad about. And he goes, I'm your fucking father. He goes, if I couldn't afford it, we wouldn't be going. And he's like, but you know what? I could afford it and I bought it. So there's nothing you need to worry about. I was like, okay.
That's pretty cool.
Thanks, Daddy. And I was just like, man, I don't know. That's just a shitty thing to say. It's like...
Oh, yeah.
I was like...
Cousins are the worst.
Oh, they fucking whoop,
I fucking hate my cousins. It's all good. I hate my own side of the family. I like that meme where it's like, Christmas and Thanksgiving needs to be 6 months apart because there's no fucking reason to see these people. It's so fucking close together.
Dude, I don't even remember the last time I saw a majority of my fucking family, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like,
Lucky?
Well, it's like my full family fucking fights with each other nonstop. My mom beefs with, her side of the family. My mom beefs with...
How many is she How many siblings does she have?
So my mom is the middle child. So there's my Uncle Chris, and then there's my mom, and there's my Aunt Beatty, her sister.
There's 3.
Yeah, and she's the youngest. And then on my dad's side, my dad's the oldest. There's my Uncle Craig, his brother, and then there's my Aunt Kimbra. So there's 3 on that side too. So it's like everybody beefs with each other.
So
and I'm just kind of like,
does your dad's side of the family within their side of the family argue a lot?
Not really.
But your mom's side does.
My mom's side argues a lot.
Mexican versus white people. I swear to God.
Well,
white people just don't fight as much. They just don't.
Well, when we fight, if anybody on my dad's side of the family fights, it mostly turns into actual fist fights. And fucking police showing up and this and that.
See, I would have thought more of the Mexican side.
Yeah, it's like, based on what I've heard.
Yeah.
But no, it's just like, and it's like, well, and even on my dad's side of the family, everybody just gives each other a fucking silent treatment. Like they act like they're fucking dead to each other. It's like,
that's
whatever.
a healthy way to go about things.
But it just sucks for me because I'm just kind of like, I don't know why everybody fights. I'm just like, man, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of stupid shit. But like I haven't spent Thanksgiving with anybody on my side of the family since like for 5 years. Like I haven't, because I've always gone over to Leslie's parents' house.
Oh yeah.
Every Thanksgiving since we've been dating.
That happens.
Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve it used to be at my Uncle Arturo's house. We would go over. Every Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think I went last Christmas Eve and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
One time out of 5 years. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like I don't know, because I feel, and like, I don't feel more successful than anybody or whatever, but I'm just kind of like, the conversations everybody has is just not my
Do you want to see them? See, I don't...
Kind of, I don't know. It's just like, I'm doing my own thing,
Thanksgiving, I fuck with it because I like the food. Halloween, I do my own thing I used to go over to church, but nah. And then Christmas, I fucking hate Christmas. I just do. I'm fucking Grinch. Like, I hate Christmas. I hate it.
So I'm not buying to teach anything.
I hate the gift giving thing. All that I think is bullshit. Me and Mrs. Teach, we don't do gifts. Like, we don't do gifts for anything. Anniversary, birthdays, because we're very much just like, throughout the year, what do you want? We'll work towards that. Or like, I want a Surface Pro coming up, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get that in like early February, late January, because that's when our money comes in, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be for Christmas. It doesn't have to be like Miss Teach has to figure out all these ways to show me how much she loves me to get it by Christmas, because I'm gonna get it in January when we got it, because we're like a team. So
yeah,
why have to make all this bullshit just to make it by that day? Because that's how it's supposed to be, right? No. But you have to do that with all your family because you don't have that relationship with everyone, right? You got to get someone something. They give you something. It's awkward if like you went all out for one gift and you didn't get much back, or you got them nothing and then they gave you this big extravagant thing. It's just a whole hodgepodge of bullshit.
I don't know. I'm just kind of like, hey, I saw this and I thought you liked it. Whatever. And and at the same time, it's like, I only care about immediate family anyway. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just kind of like, I always try to get my parents a nice gift. We try to get Leslie's parents a nice gift. We try to get, the siblings something cool that they're into at that current moment, and it's like, boom, taken care of. But then it's like looking for the other people. It's like fucking cousins. I'm like, they're all into like this fancy, expensive shit. Because on my mom's side, it's just like all females. So I'm just like, whatever. Like, here's a $5 gift card to Taco Bell. Yeah. Get a T8, like, whatever. Do you remember Taco Bell when they had the letter T by the numbers?
Yeah.
Some people don't... No, it's not a thing anymore. But if you were to go to a Taco Bell and be like, hey, I want the T8, they would just put it as a T8. But some people don't even know that. Some people, our age group, don't remember it being a T8 or like a T1, T2.
Because I've never been a big Taco Bell guy. I do remember that, though. Taco Bell. Huh?
I said I've always been a big Taco Bell guy.
Oh, yeah. See, I wasn't... Yeah. But I do remember the T's. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was crazy. It was just like, what do you mean? Like, T8. Like, that's a 3 taco meal with a large drink.
Now that you say T8, it makes the name of a calculator. Because it's Texas Instruments.
Stupid. Fucking... Oh, yeah, I don't know. Do you need a smoke break?
I don't smoke anymore.
Oh, dang. Look at
I really don't smoke anymore. It was just that one time.
That one time.
Yeah, I had them on me.
Do you still Juul?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. I would, but fucking Devin lost my jewel, and now he denies it. I gave the piece of shit. I finally Mr. Teach washed it by accident, and I was like, well, this is fucked. But I let it sit. You know, if you let it dry, not short circuit, sometimes it works. So I let it dry for like a week or whatever, and it worked. So I was like, cool. I bought fucking new pods for it, and then fucking Devin cooler one night, and he's like. And he's so fucking dramatic. This is what he every time. When he runs out of juice, if he runs out of battery or if he runs out of the juice, he goes, like, because he doesn't realize he's out of the other one. And he starts, and then it's out. And he's just like, fuck! And throws it every time. You know, it's all piece parts, so it all smashed every fucking time. I mean, this happens every time we hang out. Like, he has to let everyone know he's out of juice or the battery died and he's upset. So I was like, Devin, you want to use my jewel? I just bought a new pod for it. It's charged. He's like, yeah, dude, thanks so much, blah, 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 blah. He gets so fucked up. I'm like, where's the thing? He's like, I don't know, dude, it's in the couch. And, like, I never found it again. Like,
I've wanted to get into vaping.
I saw that. So I didn't know if you were being, like, ironic or you really did.
I don't know. I just like the flavor.
If you want to, just do it. It was funny that, again, David.
I'm sorry. Our feet are just destined to touch each other tonight.
What is that? You want to do this?
Oh, no, not with the feet. Now I'm putting my feet over here on this seat. Fucking.
So here's the thing, though. I do look down on vapors that like to like competitively vape because to me, I like to smoke. I enjoy nicotine, so it's always just been like an alternative to smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And in that sense, like I had no shame doing the joke because I was like, I smoke. Like this is just something to smoke. But like those guys that have like all these fucking rigs are like.
Oh no!
I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up.
See, I don't want to do it for that or nothing. I just because I like the smell. I was like, I like the taste. You know, like I used to do hookah, but it's like it would hurt after a while. Like my chest and my throat would be on fire. But it's like the taste the taste is great. And it's just like the vape is just water vapor. So it's just like and it's like they have zero nicotine. Flavors and because when I brought it up. Leslie was like, that's so stupid. Why do you want to do that? You don't even smoke.
It is just kind of random, though.
Exactly. So I remember Googling and I was like, do people who don't smoke use vapes?
Yeah.
And there was all these blogs saying, like, yeah, it's like a social thing, or people like it for the flavor. People find it like it's calming. Like if they're like, if they're get social anxiety or anything like that, like it's doing something kind of active, which I don't have social anxiety.
Well, it's an oral fixation, too.
Yeah, so just like... Yeah, so I don't want like some big fucking fancy thing. I'm not gonna be like if the battery dies and be like and I'm like I'll charge it eventually. I'm like I'm out of juice. Oh, it's like one of these days I'll go into a vape shop. I don't know. I just want something fun to fucking like.
You should. I think you should, especially just because why not?
Yeah, especially like if you have your smoke break, just be out there.
Yeah.
Fucking, I don't know. I think.
Cool. So with Devin though, so he never smoked cigarettes ever, and. I don't know how he got into vaping, but I'm pretty sure he got into it just because it was like a cool thing at the time. But then he started using the nicotine ones, and now, I mean, that's like cigarettes for him. Like, and he uses nicotine, vape now. So I mean, they literally are like cigarettes now. So he's kind of addicted to it. Even Destiny's like, it's so fucking stupid because he never smoked before, and then he got into this, and now he has this fucking addiction where he has to buy this juice like cigarettes every other day. Like, it's kind of like giving yourself the problem when you didn't have it.
Right. No, yeah, and like that's what somebody at work.
But if you never buy the nicotine,
I was like,
you won't get addicted to the water vapor.
And I was like, oh, steam.
Yeah,
I need my steam fix. Oh, fucking, I don't know. It's just absolute
I think you should.
nonsense.
Also it's a low risk, purchase because they're cheap nowadays.
No, yeah.
You can go buy a little thing, a whole little set of like $20.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's like really, really, really cheap. Fucking, I'm gonna go ahead and look this up real quick. I'm gonna look up icebreaker questions. The pillow?
Yeah.
Or the seat?
My ass is hurting.
Damn, that's actually kind of heavy.
Yeah, it's weird.
As we're adjusting here, I'm looking up icebreaker questions.
This is nice, in case you were wondering.
No.
Your ass is okay?
Yeah, my ass
That's
is fine.
good.
My ass is fine.
Alright.
Okay, so let's see here. We're going to go ahead and, we've been recording for about an hour. It's about 11 p.m. here. So I would say we go ahead and do a couple questions.
Yeah.
Kind of wrap up the episode.
Should we do another shot? Don't be a bitch.
Yeah, do it. I'll do a shot.
I like your fireball there. Okay, have another shot of that.
Of course, senor. Of course.
I also have some very nice whiskey if you want to try it. It's very nice.
I'll do the fireball.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let me pour the old man's first.
In Korea, you have to do this.
Oh shit, fancy.
And then you're not supposed to pour your own shot.
Oh, well, I'm gonna do like half a
do
shot.
With 2 hands. Okay.
Because remember, I'm driving. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
There you go. That's fine, right?
David's driving down the street.
Hey, but you know what? Anything can happen, sir.
You're in insurance, so I get
anything can happen. Oh, which speaking of which, I forgot to tell that story. I'll tell it right after this.
Okay. Is it a jerk of the week?
No, it's not a jerk of the week because I'm technically the jerk. So. Oh fuck me. Woo-hoo-hoo.
And a little more soda. Be nice.
I got a hose. Alcohol. I'll leave this fireball here.
Okay. I won't drink it. I'll leave it here.
Okay.
We can use it for shots.
Yeah. Fucking. So, real quick before we get into the icebreaker question. So, Thanksgiving. Which, by the way, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
I did. Hope you did too.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. We're gonna find out.
And I hope our fans did too. So Thanksgiving. Like, I don't know if I said it on this place, but my family, my immediate family, my parents, we have our Thanksgiving on Wednesday. We call it Clearsgiving because my dad works Thanksgiving,
Clear.
Walmart, all that good stuff. So, Thanksgiving, Leslie had to work. She works at the movies, so she worked in the morning. And I was like, okay, so her parents are not doing their stuff until later in the evening. And I was like, okay, well, I don't want to be bored all day at house. I am a part-time Lyft driver. I consider myself.
So, just real quick, Leslie's family. How many people are in her like family that go to this?
Her immediate, it's mostly her immediate family. So there's her mom, her dad, her second, the second oldest sister, Alexis. And then you got
Leslie's the oldest?
Yeah, Leslie's the oldest. So then you got second youngest. Second kid is Alexis. Third kid is Alyssa. Fourth kid is Cito. And then fifth kid is
she's
Noah.
the oldest kid.
Yeah.
Okay, no, this makes sense. Because I'm like, when I wasn't able to get to Thanksgiving until my family didn't give a fuck. They were like, we're eating lunch and we'll put a plate in the fridge. Like,
yeah.
You can go pick it up on your way home.
And then one of them had their boyfriend over. Then another one had their little friend over. And then this boyfriend's family his boyfriend brought his sisters over, and then like they had a couple family members that staggered through.
To Leslie's?
To Leslie's parents' house, yeah.
How young are these kids? They got their boyfriend's families coming over?
Just the one family.
Oh, okay.
But then I said part of other Leslie's family were staggering.
Part of other, okay.
Yeah, part of Leslie's other family members.
Okay.
Yeah. No, not, yeah, this guy just had his 2 sisters over or whatever.
I see.
So I was doing some Lyft, I was like, let's see, let's see how much money I can make, it's Thanksgiving, I didn't know, I made a decent amount, made about $70, so I was like, okay, so that was pretty cool, so I was getting really hungry, because I woke up, for some reason, at 8 o'clock, I think it was because Leslie was getting ready for work, I was awake, and I was like, whatever, so I got dressed and everything that early, and I was like, well, let me go do some Lyft or whatever, so I did Lyft for a few hours. And then, because I got really hungry, and dinner wasn't going to be ready till about 6:30, 7 o'clock at Leslie's. So I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm starving. And I was like, oh, well, Sonic is open. Let me go get some Sonic. Got some Sonic, whatever. Go to my parents' house, because I went to the one right there in Potranco. That's just where I ended up being in that area. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay. So then I went to go eat the food real quick at my parents' house.
Live right there.
Really?
Yeah.
So I was like, I was like, okay, whatever. So then I'm leaving my parents' house, and I'm going down the street. And the Via Cripple bus is in the middle of the road, and it's dropping off some cripple at this house. And I'm just like, fuck. And I'm just kind of like, and Leslie's dad was like, hey, can you bring some sodas over? We're going to start like having a little bit of stuff. And I was like, yeah, okay. So I was kind of like, fuck, well, if they're about like, I want to go get the sodas or whatever. So I was like, and it's Thanksgiving, so there's cars on the side of the road, and I'm like, motherfucker. And he was just taking fucking forever. Some big fat ass dude in a fucking wheelchair. He just, and I was like, so I was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm tired of waiting. There was a car that was in the driveway that was getting ready to back out too. So I was like, you know what? I'm backing out. I'm going up the street. Like, I'm going to exit the other way. So I'm backing out, and I was like, I have enough room, right? Yeah.
Oh, God.
So I back up, sure enough, goom. It's like, son of a bitch.
And this is at Leslie's parents?
No, this is my family. This is my parents' street.
Okay.
Because I was leaving my parents' house. So I was like, motherfucker. So I go straight to kind of straighten out, and I park on the sidewalk, and I'm looking at the truck, and I'm like, fuck. And, you know, and, like, the Via bus is right here. I'm right here, and the truck is right here. So the truck is parked in front of this house, and I'm like, but there's no other car in the driveway. So I'm just like, fuck, I don't got no paper or pen on me, and I was going to go up there and ring the doorbell, and I was like, shit. So I started walking towards the truck to look at everything, and I was going to walk up towards the patio or whatever. So, you know, the people that were waiting for the Via bus, this one guy was all like, hey, where do you think you're going, boy? And I was like, I'm going to go see if anybody's home for the truck. Well, why are you going to go to their home? I'm like, truck's parked right here. That's my truck. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so, you know, I'm start walking over to him, and I'm walking to my car.
Honestly, at this point, you already know this is going to be, like, a thing, right? Like, he's a dick already. Or not even.
Yeah, well, just because of the way you call me boy.
Right.
I hate when people call me boy. So it's kind of like, whatever. So I was like, okay, this is your car? And he's like, yeah. So I was like, okay. So I started walking to my car, opened the door, because I was going to get my phone, because I have the Geico app on my phone, you know, and I can, you know, do the claim. He goes, so he starts running over to my car, and he goes, where do you think you're going? And he grabs my door. And I was like, I'm getting my fucking phone so we can file a claim. And he's all like, He goes, you're probably saying that now because you got caught. And I was like, no, I'm a fucking insurance agent, and I'm doing my due diligence. I was like, I can fucking leave and not care about it. And I was like, so you need to get your hand off of my fucking door. And he's like, okay, young blood. He goes, but you ain't trying to pull a fast one on me, boy. And I was like, if you keep calling me boy, I'm fucking leaving, and I'm ramming into that Via bus. And I was like, and I'm knocking out whoever you're waiting for. And he's all like, oh, okay, big tough guy, and this and that. So fill everything out. And then, like, every time I'm typing, like, he grabs my phone, he goes, wait, what are you putting? I want to make sure you ain't putting false information. And I told him, I was like, look, I'm this close to fucking leaving, and you're being on your own. I was like, my parents live up here, and I was like, but I am good with never seeing them ever again. If that means, like, I don't have to pay for your fucking car. And he's just like, oh, you need to stop cussing. You cuss way too much. How old are you? I was like, don't fucking worry about my mouth. I was like, let's hurry up and get this fucking over with. He was like, oh, okay. Man, I was just getting ready to be like, you know what? Fuck you, dude. I'm leaving.
This could be a joke of the week, actually.
Oh, yeah, but it's just like, I was like, fuck.
The wrong week, but...
Yeah. The jerk of Thanksgiving. Yeah. I was just like, man, whatever. So yeah, so that was my Thanksgiving. I had a fucking accident.
My Thanksgiving, now that we're on Thanksgivings before we do this.
Right, yeah.
It was actually pretty good. I do a Friendsgiving usually, and usually we do it pretty big. But this year we're getting old. We're just like, it just isn't worth all of it. So we did it just with like closer friends, and I made a turkey, and, you know, blah, blah. I had just so much fucking... I threw them out, honestly. And actually, I have all the turkey salad left. It just went bad. I still throw it out. Other than that, Thanksgiving Day, I think I went to... Mrs. Teach's parents were in Florida, which was nice, because we usually have to go to my mom's, and then my dad's, and then hers. And I like to end on hers because we like to drink. So I don't drink with my dad no more just because he's a pain in the ass. I used to drink a lot with my dad, but then he had kids, and now he's all like... It's just hard to drink with little kids around. Like, you just always feel like...
Oh, no, I feel...
You know what I mean? Well, no. It's not like I feel bad, but it's just like, I'll start getting into like a conversation. But my dad now, he's like so accommodating to these... Like, he will not tell them like, oh, I'm having a conversation, you need to not... He will stop talking to everyone and like, oh, okay, you want to play. So we're going to play for 10 minutes, and now I can go back to my conversation with... Teach or whoever, you know,
right?
Miss Teach, his friends, and all his friends don't talk to her anymore. So, anyways, so we usually end on Mrs. Teach's house because they don't have little kids anymore, and we just drink and get drunk and have a good time. But they were in Florida, so I went to my parents. Awkward as fuck. I hate fucking family. I mean, I love my family. I don't want anything bad to happen to them, but I hate talking to them.
Still,
you know what I mean? Like, my sister is kind of she's just like a dumbass, right? And we had this thing where we used to kind of make fun of my mom because my mom's kind of stupid. And we were, like, as kids, we used to kind of, like, joke about how she was, like, so clueless a lot of times.
Wait a second.
Yeah. I'm doing it Korean style.
Oh, okay.
I'm sipping on it.
I was like...
You know why? Because I wanted another one last time, and I don't want to drink it all tonight. So I'm going to take sips.
Fine.
No, but I don't want to drink it all.
No, okay.
I know I can. I don't want to, though. But,
Anyway.
So yeah, so my sister still does this thing where like when she meets, and then my mom nowadays I'm on my mom's side totally because my sister's a dumbass, and my mom will tell her something like smart, like actually like, hey, you need to go like check on her kids, and then my sister will do that thing where she's like, oh, mom's so clueless. I'm like, not really, go fucking check on her kids. Like, it doesn't work anymore. This is awkward. We're not on the same page at all.
This is awkward.
So there's that. So I can't wait to leave my mom's place, and then I can't wait to leave my dad's place because it's screaming kids all over the place. My dad is funny. So he was watching the game in his like his study area, right? So we're all in the living room, in the dining room. They're kind of together, and he will not like. It's not the same dad I grew up with because it did not matter what I wanted to watch. SpongeBob SquarePants was the devil. It was not allowed to be played in the house.
Rest in peace, Steven
right?
Spielberg.
Yeah. You know, I could watch it, but on my own. I could not put it on the TV. You know, especially if he was there and my mom was there. But now my dad the kids, whatever they want to watch, they're going to watch it. He will not. He wants to watch the game, but he's not going to turn off their TV. He's going to go to his study across that house to go watch it, play by plays, and just go check on the thing. It's just ridiculous how much he's like. He thinks he's going to die the next day or something, so he wants to be so accommodating. Other than that, it was a really good Thanksgiving.
It was good.
I'm glad that I wanted to actually meet up. Not Thanksgiving, but like Tuesday or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I had a lot of. I was still working on homework, even though I had the week off.
I figured is like with this, with who cares, I always want to, because I'm always down to fucking record whenever. Most weekends I'm not doing anything. It's like if you want to do it on a weekend, that'd probably be cool too, because I could really get fucked up.
Well, I thought you weren't allowed.
I wasn't allowed.
Yeah,
No, I'm allowed to do whatever the fuck I want.
You know what I mean.
I try to be courteous and spend time with her, but it's like, like if I want to go do something, I'm going to fucking go do it. Like, I don't care.
Honestly, weekends would work. Well, actually, now, after this week, I won't have class and I don't work, so I can do it whenever, but...
Right. No, yeah, it's just because, it's like, because the weekends, because I love drinking, and I think you've seen me drink. Like, I limit myself drinking on the weeknights.
Yeah.
But it's like, if we did it on a week, like that one Saturday we did it a while back.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I drank so much that night.
That was too much.
Oh, that was amazing. I drank not enough.
I was so sick the next day.
But yeah, I know, like, with this, because I know you got your school, I know you're doing that teacher thing, at the actual school. So it's like, whenever you want to do this, it's like, just say like, hey, let's do it this date. Be good to go. But yeah, I was like, I think it's cool to have two shows.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. And I remember you saying that you had already told block Tuesdays and Wednesdays because it kind of oscillates here and there.
Yeah.
So that's why it was Tuesday. It's Tuesday today, right?
Yeah, today is Tuesday, yeah.
So I was like, I know I'm off tomorrow. In the morning, I can sleep in. I can, blah blah blah. So
yeah, I think the trend with Can't Stop Won't Stop is going to be on Fridays, and he said he wants to do it bi-weekly, and we said that we would meet up on Friday night. So I think we're going to do it every other Friday. So I think that's going to be the designated Can't Stop Won't Stop. Fridays? Yes, okay, and she has a sorority meeting. Yeah. Just keep that in mind. Let us know what are some things that you want us to talk about in the future. But we're going to go ahead and wrap up with a couple of icebreaker questions here. First one right off the bat: have you ever met anyone famous?
I don't think so.
No, like minor celebrity, B-lister. D-lister, nobody in like the Buddhist community that you're like, oh shit, like this is this guy or this chick. No.
No. Buddhist community definitely not. Gosh, I'm trying to think. When I was little, I think Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin. But I was little. But I was little.
That's a famous person.
No, I know, but it's one of those memories that I don't know if it was me or my mom's story when she went. It was at Goro's Sushi. I don't remember if I was there or not. You get what I'm saying? I was little. I don't think I was there, to be honest. Man. So that's why I didn't come up right away. No, I don't think I've ever met anyone famous
Dang,
at all. Yeah.
okay.
What about you? Well, you've been to tons of concerts, so.
Well, I mean, concerts, you know, that's a fan. But yeah, I met quite a bit of famous people. This past April, I met a bunch of wrestlers doing the WrestleMania Access. I've met the band Cannibal Corpse twice. You know, I've met fucking DJs. I met a whole like slew of people. Probably the coolest interaction I've had with somebody famous is Julian Castro. Wait, which one's the older Castro brother? The like mayor of San Antonio or whatever, or the governor of Texas. I don't know. I met one of the Castro brothers, the first one. It was like fucking
social studies.
I want to fucking look it up right now. But yeah, so
the mayor. Okay.
Or not the mayor.
Castro is the mayor, isn't it?
No, Julian Castro, former United States Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Oh, yeah, he was mayor of San Antonio. Never mind, yeah.
Yeah.
So he was mayor back in 2009. So I met him. He was on the Colbert Show back in 2012 or 13. I remember it was my senior year. He was on the Colbert Show, or the Colbert Report. And I was like, oh, that was so cool, because I used to actually watch the Colbert Show, the Colbert Report, because it would come on right before South Park during that time frame. So I was like, oh, cool, like, that's so badass. And I remember watching it, and he was pretty funny on the show. So a couple nights later, he showed up to Stevens High School to do a presentation. And I was like, oh, that's so badass. But it wasn't for a theater class. It was for some, like, debate team or whatever. But because I was in theater and everything, my tech director, Miss Frederick, rest in peace, she was like, hey, David, you know, the mayor's coming in. Now I remember the mayor, yeah. Hey, David, the mayor's coming in. Do you want to help run lights and sound? Okay, yeah, cool, that's cool. So, and because it was during first period and I had theater second period, and I was like, you know, then I'll just be in the theater hall for that period, whatever. So he wrapped up, and then, you know, Miss Frederick, you know, went down there to go talk to him because he was about to leave. He just did that one little thing. And so, and I went down there too to go ask a question, and I was like, hey, I was like, you know, hello, Mary, it's, you know, it's nice, really nice to meet you. She came in, I was like, oh, what's your name, sir? And I was like, oh, I'm David, you know, I'm David Clare. He's like, oh, it's very nice to meet you. He goes, you know, what are you studying? What do you want to do? I was like, oh, I'm in theater. I like that stuff. And he was like, okay, cool. He goes, do you have any questions for me? And I was like, yeah, I actually do. How cool was Stephen Colbert? And he was like, he goes, what do you mean? I was like, because you were on the Colbert Report. I was like, I watched it. And he goes, you actually watched it? Oh. And I was like, yeah, I watched it. And he goes, my own wife didn't even watch it. And he was like, that. He goes, you're being honest. You really watched it. I was like, yeah, I remember. I was just like, I was like, I didn't know you were even going to be on. Like, you know, like it popped. I saw a commercial for you. Yeah.
San Antonio mayor on Report. Like.
So, and I was just like, yeah, I was like, you popped up, you know, like at the beginning of the episode saying that, Stephen Colbert was going to have you on. And I was like, oh, wow, that's so cool. And he goes, well, yeah, really. I was like, so was he really funny? He goes, I thought you were pretty funny. You were keeping up with him. And he goes, yeah, no, it was really interesting. He goes, that's probably the most nervous I ever been. And I was like, well, yeah, no, you were pretty funny. He goes, I can see you being a comedian. He goes, and he rubbed my head. And I'm like the same height as him. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, yeah, well, you stay in school. And he left, and I was like...
we sucked each other's dicks.
Yeah, then it was... Yeah, that's probably the coolest famous person I met.
Mrs. Teach met him, too, at UTSA, I think, when he visited the campus for something, and she was just happened to be there. She didn't even know who he was.
Oh, really? Yeah, I just happened
I didn't know either, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I thought that...
That's why I recognize him, though, because I remember that picture she had.
Yeah, no, he was really nice, really down to earth. If he ever ran for anything, you know, like president or whatever, I would definitely vote for him. He's a great fucking guy. Him and his brother.
I walked down the street with T.I. in Austin once.
I've never met anybody famous.
I didn't meet him, though. But it was at South by Southwest.
Were you still around him?
I was around. I didn't meet him, though. And, yeah. But he was right there. Everyone freaked out, though, when they realized who it was. It was like, yeah, that was pretty cool.
Man, let's see here. What was the first thing you bought with your own money?
A salt and pepper CD.
Really?
Yeah.
I bought a Metalocalypse, the Death Album 1.
That's way cooler.
The first one. That's pretty funny. Salt and pepper. Fucking. Let's see here.
It was like allowance money.
No, mine was like actual like.
You're talking about like
money.
job money?
Well, that was the first time I ever got money. I never really got allowance money.
Oh, really?
And if I did get money from doing chores at like my parents' house or whatever, my parents would keep it.
I used to get $1 for taking out the trash a week. I used to get $1 a week for taking out the trash all week. Yeah.
Man. No, our allowance was like if we did enough cleaning, if my parents had extra money, they would buy us something.
Oh, okay.
And it would usually
you
go
didn't
like
get to get cash.
Yeah, no, we never got cash. We just got a gift.
I knew if I wanted something, I used to like, if I wanted something, like if it was $20, I'd be like, okay, 20 weeks out. I'd be like, here we go. I know when I can buy this.
Right. It's like,
I just got to make sure I take out the trash on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Again, have you had your 15 minutes of fame yet?
No.
No?
I mean, I've been actually on the news twice.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I was on the news in San Antonio for, it was one of those things at the mall with like the runway stuff. Not runway, but it was just, I did like a commercial about, electricity awareness, where it was like, and I was little, and I had to say, don't stick your fingers in a light socket. And I got this little pink and green baseball. I remember that. So that was on the news. And another time I was in South Dakota, I was 16, and they were doing a blood drive at the high school. And you had to be 18, obviously, to do blood drive. They were letting you do blood if you were... No, I was 15. And they were letting you do blood if your parents signed.
Uh-huh.
So I called my dad, and I was like, hey, they're doing this blood drive, but like, can I just sign your name? And he was like, yeah, that's cool. so I forged the signature, and they videotaped me, and they were like, oh, what, they sliced... It was so funny, because I had like an interview with the lady while I'm plugged in. And it was just funny how they doctored everything. Like,
yeah.
I had this whole spiel. I mean, not a spiel, but I was going back and forth. But they, like, sliced all of the little things I said into one sentence. It was like, oh, I just got here after my dad signed... When I met him at the coffee shop to sign my thing. And then it just, like, skipped into, like, I'm here to save a life. They made it sound like one sentence. It was really... Yeah, I was like, damn, everything's fucking fake. Like, I can't believe anything on the news.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Fucking... No, that's pretty cool. I was on the news once, first day of kindergarten, because I went to, they opened a new school, Robb Elementary, and so it was new in that area, and so KSAT 12 showed up, and they went into my kindergarten class, and the back of my head was on the 5 o'clock news. Fucking Mike Wazowski style.
Yeah.
Like, there's me!
Can I, hold on, I have with that same, just real quick, I used to work at Champion AC, and I was on a run with the tech where he was up in the attic doing diagnostics, and I'm with him, and there's people taking pictures for the website, and the picture that guy posted was the tech and me with a bar beam right over my face. So you could see all of me, but not my face.
That's hilarious.
You're Mike Wazowski, yeah.
I'm on TV! Oh, fucking, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, I would say my 15 minutes of fame came after...
Who cares?
No, right? Fucking... it came after my first college play, my first main stage play. We did this play called Mighty Soul, and it was like a drama, dark comedy. I don't know. It was very weird. It was a very mature play, as opposed to what I was used to doing in high school. Mm-hmm. Like, if it wasn't Shakespeare, like, fucking, we did Footloose, Annie Get Your Gun. Like, if it wasn't something like cheesy high school stuff. And it had a lot of foul language in it. I actually had a sex scene in the show, but it got cut to a makeout scene, and then it just got cut to a kiss, and then got turned into a rape scene. The director was like,
"Oh, it went full circle." The
director was like, "I want to do this." So it was. It was a great play. Probably one of my strongest performances of all time. In a drama play. I was the leading male actor. I played this guy named Lenny, and because the main character is Mighty Soul, and Mighty Soul had, her best friend, which was my sister. And I was like this mentally handicapped guy. I really didn't know how to handle emotions and this and that. And it's like an apocalyptic type play. And like I said, like I was in the fucking play. We rehearsed it every day for 2 months, and I still don't know what the fucking play's about. Like, I just don't know. And I end up getting pregnant, and I give birth on stage. I talk about sucking dick for apple cores, and yeah. All I know is I'm in the play. I got cast as a leading male role. I'm giving this my
Take it,
all.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm doing this.
Okay, you got pregnant as a male?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so the whole second act is like the apocalypse. And I don't know. I was just like, yeah, let's play. I get to cuss on stage. And it was still before my parents got comfortable with me cussing in the actual house. So I was like, I get to cuss by practicing my lines in the house.
Do you cuss now?
Like a sailor. Like,
Yeah.
I even, sometimes when I'm talking, I'm like, man, I'm cussing a lot in front of my mom and dad. And I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah.
They cussed a lot in front of me as a kid, so whatever. So after that show, and like, and so I like just part of my characterization, it's not like I wrote it down, I will clench my hands, like I would kind of play with my pants, like at the side of my pants or whatever. I just got a lot of these little tics, like, when I was developing my character and kind of establishing who he was. And so I was like, okay, and so like, and I was, crazy, like I would wear my hair, cause like my hair naturally just falls down. Like it's not slicked back at all, and it wasn't as long as it is now, but like I would just kind of have my hair just kind of like all over the place, and my beard was really long, like I had a really long beard, so I just looked creepy, and so it was, so after that play we did 6 performances of it, and around campus, people would be like, hey, you were in that play, and I was like, yeah, I was, Marisol, and they're like, oh, that's so cool. But where I actually got noticed a lot was at Walmart. The Walmart that I was working at on store number 2239 on Military and 410. I would be working late night because I was a cashier, and people would be like, do you go to Vista? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, were you that weird dude in the play? And I was like, are you talking about Marisol? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. I was Lenny. They're like, no fucking way. So people would take pictures with me around campus and like out in public and shit. And I'd be like, oh shit. And I was like, I did not even know like people
That's
fucking
cool.
paid attention. So yeah, so then I was all fucking pumped, and I was like, cool. Because I auditioned for a comedy play for the fall semester. I was like, I've never heard of this play. I just want to do the comedy because I feel I'm more comedic than I am dramatic. So, so I applied, I just auditioned for the comedic, but I ended up getting cast in both. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So then I did the comedy play, and it was called Durangathon. It was three parody plays written by Christopher Durang, making fun of like serious plays. And so the one play that I was in, I played this hypochondriac guy that I thought I had a limp, but I would always change legs of where my limp was. It was funny, and like I would laugh. I was like, because I had asthma, and it was funny. Like it was a really funny play, and that was probably my proudest or the coolest moment. Like I still remember getting teared up. The second night our second performance. The first play, because we were the play in the middle, the short story in the middle, and the first play opened up, nobody laughed at anything, it just bombed, like the performance was just awful, and you can hear the pacing was off, like when you're backstage hearing everything, you're just like, yeah, that doesn't sound right, it just doesn't, whatever. So, and I was clean shaven, I had my hair super combed down, like super gelled and hairsprayed down, with a little piece, like a little alfalfa type thing in the back, that just stood up perfectly. I wore my pants all the way up here. I just looked like a complete fool, and it worked. It was part of my character. And so the second I walked on stage, everybody started cracking up because of the way I looked. And I was like, okay. And so that was probably the best performance of the 6 runs. And it was like, oh, wow. So when we took our bow, we went in the order of the plays. So the first play, the people come out, the crowd just, clapping or whatever. Our second play, my play, we came out, standing ovation, cheering, laughing, this and that, we're waving, take our bow, whatever. The third play comes out, it just goes back down, or whatever. So I had a freaking line of people taking pictures with me and taking videos, do your laugh, and posting me on Snapchat and Instagram, this and that. So that was probably my 15 minutes of fame.
That's cool.
My freshman semester of college.
I think I was not meant to be performed, but like I had it in me. If that was like, there's a part of me that likes that though. I like being in the light a little bit. Like I kind of ham it up when I can. So,
yeah.
But I've always liked music more, in the sense of playing music, and especially like saxophone. And I used to be in a jazz band. I used to perform and all that, but I never really got like that good. Like, I was always good enough to, like, stay in, like, first chair at my school, but I was never that good to, like, place at, like, state or, like, get so, like, lead, you know, whatever. So I always kind of think about, like, because to me, that's more accessible to me than, like, starting to play. Even though I would love to kind of act, too. I feel like
I love acting,
just to take a shot at it, right? Like, just to be given the chance. But there's just really no way to do it, you know?
Man, it's... you would really have to, you know, because, I mean, you have to be a starving artist, you know? Like, you have to be fucking, you know, like... You can't have a daytime job. You can't have fucking...
That's insane.
Side things. You have to be dedicated to...
That doesn't go with my personality. Because I gotta pay bills.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, if there was a way for me to fucking act, like, professionally, like, full-time, and then like, get paid for it, I would fucking do it. Because, like, acting has been my passion. I studied it, you know...
To be honest, I think that's a slice that is also what's helped me be a teacher. Because, like... It's an act every time. Yeah. It's like a performance every time.
You gotta be able to train those kids.
You know what I mean? You're on. You're taking hits, and you gotta be on the whole day. You know, teach at school and teach here on the podcast is not the same teach.
Yeah.
When I'm hanging out with the 5th grade, I let a shit slip one time. Like, shit came out, and that was bad. Right? I was just like, I really have to. You know, you really have to compartmentalize your life because you're like, yeah, I say that all the time. It's no problem, but can't say that here. It's a big deal. But that sense of like performing and just getting it out there and being, who is teach, right? Who am I portraying? And that's who I go with. You know what I mean? Like, I got to be the teacher. I got to be able to blah 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 blah. So, I don't know. What do you have?
No,
good.
I was like, no. I really wish I could still do it. There's been part of me that wants to go out and do the open mic nights.
Comedy?
You know, yeah.
That's terrifying. I'd be much more comfortable with a script type of thing than...
Yeah, man. I don't know. I just being a performer. That's why I want to do these podcasts. You know, because I'm just always kind of like I'm very bitter. It's because I'm jealous. I wish I just had that amount of fame. Because people are famous just for having podcasts, just for having talk shows, and this and that, just for knowing a lot about one subject that isn't like an educational thing, you know what I mean? And so I was just like, why can't I be that guy? You know, so that's why I strive so hard for you guys to support this show. My new show, Can't Stop, Won't Stop. You know, it's like, I want to make a name for myself, to be out there, be a performer, to be, you know, talk show host, podcast host on a professional level, you know, then, I don't know. I miss, I was like, I just miss acting. That's my passion, man.
Yeah.
But other than that, we got a lot of good content
Solid
here.
Episode.
Hopefully this one doesn't fucking delete. Like I'm like nervous about this one, but
that would really suck.
No, but as always, keep liking and supporting the show. You know, spreading the word about everything. But as always, I am David Clare.
I'm the teach.
No, don't do it. No. No, I'm a virgin. No, I'm a virgin. No, I'm a virgin. No.